So today's video is going to be how to use cream products. This should be fine for beginners and people who are more advanced with makeup too. It's super simple, super easy, great for an everyday look. Like if I wore daily makeup, this is probably maybe what I'd wear. Also might be nice for Valentines because that's coming up, you know, if you celebrate that. So let's get started. First of all, I'm gonna get my hair out my face. It's kind of weird, I have to put my hair back now. So I've got all my skincare on and I'm going to start with this. This is a good primer for water-based foundation, which is what I'm going to be using today. I don't recommend it with a silicone based one, but I am going to be doing a video on that as to why. So put that on my face. As this isn't a very eyeshadow heavy makeup, I will be starting with foundation today. Usually I do my eyes first and then everything after because fallout and dirt and all that. So yeah, I'm using this foundation. That's cool. It is lighter than my skin tone, which is surprising as I am quite pale, but it's not got enough of like a yellow tone in it. Also, I don't typically, I just got this for the purpose of a video that I haven't shot yet, but these cream products blend so much better with a water-based foundation as opposed to a silicone-based foundation. So that's why I'm using that today. How much? I should probably use a mirror. Now I'm going to put that all over my face and also including my eyes. Like Two-Face, isn't it? So I'm going to use a concealer brush and go around my nose, eyes, you know, all the smaller areas. Yeah, it should really take your nose rings out, but I'm lazy. I hope the lighting's gonna be alright on this. Oh no, the wind's really dark. I think the sun moved. Boo. I won't lie, the screen looks kind of dark to me, so if this is awful when I get on the computer, that's definitely a cloud coming across the sky. Daylight is the best thing to do your makeup in, but for filming with, it can be a bit. Again, don't be lazy and maybe take your jewelry out. I think that's safe to say that's a fairly thick layer, although yeah, it's quite a heavyweight product, that. So I look nice and ghostly. Next, I'm gonna use, it's called a Wonder Stick. It's a contour and highlight stick. So I'm gonna put the contour on first. It's kind of like a lipstick. So just put in a little bit. So I'm using a eyeshadow brush, a fat pencil one, to blend this out. The foundation, this brush that I use for my foundation, it is labelled as a cream cheek brush. Cream cheek brush, yeah, that's correct. But I'm going to be using this later to kind of blend things out better, so that's why I'm not going to be overloading it with other products. So I'm going to use this to blend out the contour. Or at least on my cheekies. So that blends so effortlessly. with the water-based foundation. On a silicone one it takes a lot more effort, and you know, you can see that I just put like a dot and it blends out like that. So I blend upwards. Because also you have a natural asymmetry in the face, and I think it's the left cheekbone's higher, so I try and balance them out by putting the contour slightly lower on this side and higher. Maths. And also if this line's a bit harsh, that's where the previous foundation comes in to just scrub it out a bit. So get some definition on the temples as well. Depending on your hairstyle, like if you wear your fringe down, you don't really need to go onto the forehead to do any contouring, but up to you. So I'm being careful around my nose because makeup doesn't really like to stay on my nose and it's a ball ache. It's a pure annoyance. So I'm just going to blend that kind of into the eye socket as well. You don't have to contour your nose, it's just one of those things. It's there if you want to do it, but it's not necessary. Just thought for purposes of a demonstration, I'd do it. Because actually what? Now I've got a slightly orange nose. So I'm not going to be using any eyeshadow for this look. It's just purely going to be the cheek and lip product. I'm just going to go like that. I've dropped the brush. Bother. Just dab that out a bit. Where's that gone? Okay, got it. Need to clean that. So yeah, that is the foundation and the contour done. You know when you're like, I'm probably gonna have to refilm this, aren't I? Anyway, highlight. So I'm just gonna gently dab that on. So it might be because I am very pale that I don't feel that I need to blend this out at all. It just kind of melts straight in with my skin. Super careful on the nose. There's a little bit there as well. Brow. So that's that one done. Blush, and this is going to be the main colouring of this thing. It's a Stila. I think it's called Convertible Colour Dual Lip and Cheek Cream. And oh, that's French. In the shade Lilium, which is this colour. So I dig it out of here because it's more hygienic. You're not kind of putting bacteria constantly into it. And I am gonna clean this off with some alcohol after. We're all about hygiene on this channel. I've scraped about that much off and I'm just gonna put that on the back of my hand. My hand's clean. And I'm gonna dab that in. With it being on the back of your hand, it warms up the product. So, cheekies. So I'm just dabbing it on, kind of roughly. But as it warms up on my face, it'll blend out a lot easier. This is actually a flat, like, shader brush. Again, it's an eyeshadow brush. These colours apparently work fine on dark skin too. I found a photo of it. and I'll put that in. But if you want to do a little bit more research about this kind of product, if you have darker skin, by all means go ahead. So just blending all that out. Someone's gonna start playing music outside. Right, so also I'm gonna put it on my eyelids. So you can probably see that's like got some sort of crease going on. So just gonna smooth that out with my finger. And then put this on my eyes. And then blend out with my finger on my eyes because it works really well in this area. Using my ring finger because that is the least amount of pressure out of all of your fingers. And that might be something to do with it sharing a ligament with the middle finger. So I'm just blending all that out. I'm going to go slightly under the eye as well, just a little, because like I said, I'm not using eyeshadow, and also I do have quite blue tone under eye, so it does slightly colour correct. And now back in with my foundation to just go over that and fully blend it more in and slightly tone it down a little. Especially like from around the edges. And also the highlighter blends in as well with it that we put on before. Okay, so now I'm going to take some translucent powder and set the eyes because it's going to just crease and be grim. If not, it's just going to be like super greasy. My powder is broken, so I'm not going to show that to camera, but I'm just going to dab again, make sure there isn't any line there, and oh, I just felt that drip down my face, that was grim. I'm just putting enough powder on until I can feel that it doesn't feel tacky anymore. So I can just feel with the brush that it glides a lot smoother over this area. Yeah, so that's now like a real pretty pale pink on my eyes. So you got the option of, say, using a dewy setting spray or something, or you can powder down, which is what I'm gonna do. I mean, yeah, it looks really nice like this, but I just prefer to set it a bit more. Oh, I just knocked that broken powder all over my bed. Fuck. Damn it, my shoes are clean. I'm gonna have to get the vacuum cleaner on that. So, yeah. Yo, focus on the thing. Anyway, you can see that that is an absolute mess. So I'm just gonna powder the rest of my face. So I'm going to take an old mascara one that I've just washed out because I didn't have any others, and brush my eyebrows through. And fit in with the cream theme using a eyebrow pomade in the shade Espresso, which is that colour. Again, scrape it out and use it that way. For hygiene reasons and longevity of the product again. So using an angle brush. Just kind of dip that in. And I'm going to rather lightly fill my eyebrows. For your eyebrows, if you start it sort of more in the midsection, you get the bulk of the product out there, so you're not Yeah, so you're not overloading the front of the brow, or the start of the brow. I'm not going for the Sharpie look, you know? That dried out a bit because I decided to talk about it. I've also been very light with my hand in applying it. It's interesting shadows and stuff going on, isn't it? But yeah. Well, I know for next time, don't film at this time. Or at least if it's like direct bright sunlight. I even put up a sheet to diffuse it, but it's still pretty bright. They look even enough. Theory. Mascara. Oh, hang on. I forgot that was in my nose. I thought about using a brown mascara for this and then I couldn't find it, so I'm just going to use the black one. It helps if you look like down into a mirror when doing this. Oh, that was a bit near my contact lens. Very gently on the bottom. I've got it on my nose. Doing great today. Heck. Successfully scraped it off my nose. 0 damage. I'm gonna use a really quite neutral lip liner. So the colour I used on the cheek and the eyes, I kind of don't like it as a lip colour, but that's just personal preference really. It is quite different in my natural lips, which you'll see in a minute. It looks kind of a candy, kind of 60s sort of colour, I think. I slightly overline my lips to correct the shape because this side kind of bows in and this one kind of goes out, which I think that's quite obvious in a minute. Okay, so that's some definition on the lips. I'm going to use the same brush as before that I did on the cheeks, and it's quite pale and I'm like, do I like it? I don't know. I really like it on the cheeks, but on the cheeks, but on the lips I'm like, The sun's starting to go behind a building now. To add to the lip colour, I'm going to put a bit of this bright pink. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and again I'll clean it off with alcohol and dip this brush in. It's kind of going to, maybe it's going to look a bit like a K-beauty style, I guess. What you witnessed then was me going, that's a very cold tone lipstick with a warm tone liner. Oh well. As we say in Yorkshire, it will be reet. Hang on, can you actually see the difference? This is warm tone liner, cool tone lipstick. So yeah, now the sun's gone behind, you can properly see what I've done. There's no super brightness and stuff. So yeah, let's have a look, shall we, and go over what I did. Water-based foundation, then the contour highlight stick. There's a I kicked the tripod. the convertible colour for the cheekies and the eyes and the lips. Eyebrow pomade. Spilt powder all over my bed. I just finished the lips with a cool tone lipstick. Kind of tempted to put a gold gloss on it. Why not? Let's go. Minty. As I have powdered my face, there is the option to enhance the blush and contour with powder products, which the contour product I've left behind the backdrop, so I'm not going to do it, but I will tell. You could say get a pink blush and go over, but of what I can see on camera, it's showing up quite well. Just for purposes of demonstration though, I will add a little more blush over. When you're using, what's the word? You know, like different types of products, as in liquid, cream, powder, it's better to do all the wet stuff first and then the dry stuff after. So as I have like set this with a face powder, I'm just gonna use a pink blush here. And you can put that over the top. So it has enhanced it slightly, but that's optional. So yeah, now we've got a lot more cheek going on. I'm gonna put a bit more powder under my eyes, just because now that I can actually see, it looks a bit wet. So I like to use a smaller brush for the smaller areas. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, so that was chaotic because of lighting. But yeah, this is a really nice look and easy to achieve, easy to do. Like, you know, you can use your fingers if you don't have all the brushes and stuff. It's just, for me, I find that foundation doesn't like to particularly stay on my skin, so I have to be careful with how much I work it, especially with my hands, because it could be that I dab it and I've just like taken it off. But if you don't have many brushes and stuff, try using your hands, because this is like easy stuff to do. I mean, even the lipstick, you can just put it on like that, you can put it on with your eyes and everything. And also, like, I've used eye brushes on my cheeks because I only have one kind of brush like this, which I use for my foundation, and then this is my powder blusher brush. I also use it for contouring as well, but I would do it where it's like I do the contour first and then I do the blush, because like by the time you've got that on your face and wiped it off, it doesn't really like hinder the other colour. So yeah, have a go. Let me know if you have a go. Sorry, I thought I was gonna burp. Yeah, tag me on Instagram if you try something like this and let me know how it went for you. Yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.